The rain pattered gently on the rooftops in the quiet Romanian town where Maiara lived. From her bedroom window, she could see the gray clouds rolling in, casting the apartment buildings in a moody light. She liked it this way. There was something about dark, misty weather that made her feel like magic was close. In the cramped but cozy apartment, her mom, Emma, was busy sorting through old boxes of art supplies and papers that had piled up in the corner of the living room. "Maiara, come help me with these," she called, pushing her hair back as she rummaged through the endless papers and paints. Maiara groaned but got up, crossing her room filled with trinkets she'd collected over the years. Crystals, dried flowers, strange rocks she'd found on hikes. And her favorite, tiny ceramic pumpkins and mushroom figurines scattered across her shelves. She reached her mother and crouched down, pulling out a dusty box. "What even is all this?" she asked, raising an eyebrow at Emma, who was deep in concentration. Emma gave her a mischievous smile. "These are my secrets, of course," she said, giving her daughter a wink. "When I was your age, I dabbled in, let's say, the mystical arts." Maiara's eyes widened with excitement. "You mean magic?" she whispered, a grin spreading across her face. Emma leaned in, matching her daughter's grin with a secretive one of her own. "Yes, I used to practice a little spells, crystals, herbs, just the basics. Nothing fancy, but," she sighed, "life got in the way. I had to let it go." Maiara's curiosity was now fully piqued. "Why did you stop?" she asked, feeling a pang of sadness for the young Emma, who had clearly been as enchanted by magic as she was now. Emma's expression softened, and for a moment, a shadow crossed her face. "Let's just say I gave too much of my energy to the wrong person. And after that, it just didn't feel right anymore. But hey, magic isn't something that ever really goes away." She tapped her temple. "It's always in here, even if you're not practicing." Maiara nodded, hanging on every word, her heart pounding with excitement and wonder. "So, do you think I have it too?" she asked eagerly. The magic?" Emma laughed softly. "Oh, sweetheart, magic is in everyone. It's just a matter of whether you notice it or not. And maybe whether you're brave enough to explore it." She reached into the box and pulled out a small notebook. "I kept this from when I was learning. Some of it's just silly drawings and notes, but there are a few things in here that might interest you." Maiara took the notebook as if it were made of glass, her hands trembling slightly. The cover was worn, and the pages inside were filled with scribbles, strange symbols, and small sketches of herbs and flowers. "Wow," she whispered, flipping through the pages, her eyes sparkling with a sense of discovery. "Keep it safe, though," Emma said, watching her daughter with a fond, slightly nostalgic smile. "The world isn't always as open to magic as it could be, and sometimes it's best to keep these things private. Just between us, okay?" Maiara nodded, feeling the weight of this small, strange world opening up to her. "I promise, Mom. Just between us." At that moment, her younger brother, Mark, who preferred to go by Lisa, burst into the room, completely oblivious to the conversation he'd interrupted. "Mom, the Wi-Fi's down again, and I was just about to level up," he said, looking as serious as if the world were ending. Maiara burst out laughing, while Emma rolled her eyes with a smirk. "Maybe the universe is telling you to take a break, Lisa," she teased, ruffling his hair. Lisa scowled, pretending to ignore the way Emma had called him Lisa without a second thought. "Or maybe it's just the bad connection," he muttered, rolling his eyes and heading back to his room. When he was gone, Maiara and Emma shared a conspiratorial look. "Think he'd ever be interested in magic?" Maiara asked, half joking, her eyes still glued to the notebook in her hands. Emma chuckled. "Who knows? He has his own magic. Everyone does, in their own way." Maiara looked down at the notebook, feeling a strange energy pulse from its pages. She knew, deep down, that this was just the beginning. There was a spark here. A world she had only glimpsed in the fantasy movies her mom used to show her. But now, with this small, dusty notebook in her hands, it all felt real. It was as if the apartment walls held secrets, just waiting for her to uncover them. And so, with the rain still pattering outside and her heart pounding with excitement, Maiara whispered to herself, "This is where it all begins."